Hello and welcome to Star Citizen Sunday. This is a weekly show which covers all the news of Star Citizen from the week just past. I am your host Mac, so let's get on with it. This week, 2.6.2 goes live, Drake Interplanetary hold a sale, plus we give away a Star Citizen starter package. So first and foremost, Star Citizen's patch 2.6.2 is now live for everyone to play. I am bringing a video sometime next week highlighting all the changes, but for now, all you need to know is that the Buccaneer is flight ready, and if you don't own one, you can earn some rental equipment credits and then rent one for 11,000 REC. Personally, this is my favourite fighter. Do check my flight and hangar review, should be on one of the cards at the top. The Mega Map is implemented, which allows for far quicker transitioning between Arena Commander, Star Marine, your hangar, and getting into the burst. They've also worked on reducing the lag, plus lots of balance changes for Arena Commander and Star Marine. Get it downloaded and let me know what you think, guys. So firstly, there has been some recent changes to my Patreon, one of which is each month, depending on how much is raised, we will be giving away a ship package. This month, we're going to give away a Star Citizen starter pack, which gets you the choice of either an Aurora MR or a Mustang Alpha, and includes the Southland hangar, starting money of 1,000 United Earth credits, 3 months insurance, and Star Citizen the game. To enter, all you need to do is be a subscriber here and simply comment below. This will get you entered. The giveaway will run for 1 month, at which time I shall draw a winner and begin another giveaway. A big thank you goes out to all my patrons, as these giveaways are because of their monthly donations, which they pledge to help me create videos like these and ultimately grow the channel. If you feel like you want to help, then follow the link below in the description to my Patreon page to learn more. So in Around the Verse this week, we had the German studio tour, and first up was the FPS teams. The FPS weapons have finished the second pass, or art pass, on the Claus and Werner arc-light pistol, the Gallant, and the Arrowhead. They now include a venting mechanism for visual interest, which I'll try and find the picture. That looks pretty cool. And they've also finished an art pass for the Castak Arms Ravager 212, and a second art pass for the Devastator shotgun. They have completed all ship rockets and rocket pods ranging from size 1 to size 3, plus the first art pass for the Nightbridge Arms ballistic cannons. They can now use these various sizes to test out the new modularity system and combination levels. After that, they spoke about the lighting for modular surface outposts, and we saw the hydroponics plant building type, which is one of the variations for them. They're determining how to integrate lighting well. Each room can contain different lighted objects, which will dictate where the lights are placed. The first step is integrating simple lighting variations into the procedural system so that they can discover and solve any issues. Brian says that they are seeing how far they can push the lighting, and it does look very cool. I can't wait to find these places on the planets. Anyway, when they're finished, they can determine how to break light down into modular components and then feed that into the procedural system and apply that to all the procedural things that they have, so they won't require an artist going in and touching it up every 2 minutes. TechArt has worked on multiple skinning tasks, clothing for the Persistent Universe and Squadron 42, just to widen the range of character customization. Plus, they've done a skinning pass on the final Van Duel mesh, so animators can now get involved. Level design are working on space stations and service outpost modularity. They've got 5 versions of the outpost to start with, and they're going to make sure it all works together. They're working on customizable hubs to create variations using these add-ons, and they're using this for the truck stop, so you can see the interior just being fleshed out a little bit. Anyway, the continued work on the usable systems. They're working with Cinematics team to get the final look and feel of conversations, and they say that progress is looking very good. They've also made great progress in procedural tech. They've finished the physics grid refactoring. This is what's used to store each and every physical object in the world. It's much better than the old system, which had performance issues. The new system is designed to efficiently handle objects the size of a planet, all the way down to objects like a pebble, or a grain of sand. The performance tests show great results so far, so all is looking good. The lead animators are building the core foundation for AI movement. Most animations are motion captured, as we know, so it's difficult for interactive animations to blend. They had to generate variations of the same motion style, so things like for walking, for example, they needed different speeds, walking in circles, on slopes, strafing, all these different movements. Squadron 42 AI characters may have 1,000 of these motion clips, and they've created a blending technique to allow these clips to blend at runtime so it looks natural and feels smooth. The video shows the blending at runtime, and it does look very nice. Anyway, they've done some improvements to terrain and object blending as well. Now it blends more naturally with the environment. They're testing the first version of the Solar System Editor, aka SOLAD. Sounds interesting. They've tested it and the issues are being addressed. Same for the updated Planet Physics Grid. AI have completed missions related to functionalities for the Persistent Universe and Squadron 42 designers. This has improved the setup for complex conversation scenarios where multiple characters need to interact with one another. Subsumption has had conversation setup improvements and kicked off conversation sub-activities, and they have completed the first pass on refactoring the perception for spaceships. This allows for more character control behaviours on spaceships. Cinematics are making progress. They've implemented the new scenes and polished some old ones. Again, they cannot show anything because it's Squadron 42, but there will be some things in the coming months that they will be able to show off. So in visual effects, the team has continued on planetary effects. Implementation is going well. They have started implementing new effects for atmosphere and weather, and the environments team has been finalising the moons. They've made lots of progress on the procedural distribution too. Anyway, that was the studio update for Germany. After this, we had the ship pipeline part 2 for Greybox to Flight, and we took a look at the Buccaneer again. But as I said before, I have done a video on the ship pipeline from start to finish. I will link it in the description below if you are interested in how this whole process works. I think we did get to see the F-7A cockpit, so I'll show that up. And we also got to hear about the Drake sound, so I will put that in there so you can hear it as well. It's very, very cool.
Here's the Herald thrusters for a quick comparison. So you can hear that engine there. It's raw. You're strapped to a rocket. And here's our Buccaneer. That's the Drake sound.
But there was a little reveal or something, like a little sneak peek, which was, it showed the Drake Cutlass, and it said the 6th of April 2017. So now is the 2nd, with it being Sunday, so in 4 days' time, I wouldn't be surprised if we got to see the Drake Cutlass revealed after its revamp. It's very exciting. Anyway, that was Around the Verse, guys. Let's move on. So, for the release of Star Citizen 2.6.2 and the Buccaneer, Drake is having a sale on their lineup. With this, you can get hold of any Drake ship, including the Dragonfly, the Buccaneer, the Cutlass Red, Blue, Black, the Herald, and the Caterpillar. There are a couple of combination packs where you can get the Privateer pack, which includes the Cutlass Black and the Buccaneer, or the Drake Mega Pack, which includes the Caterpillar, all the Cutlasses, the Buccaneer, the Herald, and the Dragonfly Black. So if you're after a Drake ship, now is a good chance to pick one up. On another note, in conjunction with BritizenCon, we are holding a Bar Citizen in Wilmslow on the 21st of April. Which is the Friday before. Anyone is welcome, whether you're attending BritizenCon or not. Check the link below and let us know if you plan to join us for a few drinks. I hope to see you there. So also this week, the happy hour focused on Wing Commander Privateer, which is one of Chris Roberts' older games. Follow the link in the description if you are interested. Citizens of the Stars is available with community guest Athergen and QA tester Andrew Hernandez. We had a Plain Truth post this week titled Collateral Damage, which takes a deeper look into the Human Jan trade initiative known as Huxa. Bug Smashers tackled a spectator mode crash, and finally, for subscribers, you can pick up the Avenger Titan Renegade. So that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you for watching, and thank you to our subscribers, plus a massive thank you to our patrons as you make this possible. If you like what we do and want to help us make it better, follow the link in the description to our Patreon page to learn more.